Hi everyone and welcome back to today's morning report with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets from Monday the 31st of March. The euro-dollar chart I'm going to look at now is certainly going to be impacted, I think, in the coming minutes by this key Eurozone CPI data for March, the flash number. Expected to come in at 0.6%, continue to fall away, and I think that could continue to put pressure on this chart, maybe to the downside, if that were to come in at that level, because would suggest that the eurozone is just falling towards deflation and further pressure for Draghi to perhaps ease monetary policy. This chart, this on the daily chart, you'd argue that the major levels on this chart are basically supported by this 144-day moving average. Comes in at 36.37. Friday's low pretty much came bang on that pivot level around $1.37, big figure. 37.04 was the low on Friday, so that's the level of support we need to be looking at there. If that were to break on the downside, 36.41 is the next key level. So you could say that perhaps it is leaning towards a correction back towards those levels there. You've got a slight bit of strength coming on in the early hours of trading today, but certainly these momentum indicators continue to look fairly corrective, and I think ultimately you could be seeing a move back towards that 144-day moving average that we've got in place here. But as I said, the long-term outlook remains one of higher key lows on this chart, so we're still ultimately not in a bearish situation yet on the euro, although at the moment it does look fairly corrective. On the intraday chart, moving into, as I said here, just zoom out slightly, you've still got this situation where the euro is sort of finding lower highs now. You would argue also that you've got this resistance band around about where it's trading at the moment, around $1.3770. Which is pretty much where it's just rallied to in the last few minutes. So I think you'd be looking for resistance in that band, but ultimately I think that this inflation data will come out, and it's more than likely to cause a bit of a spike in either direction, and then you've just got to reassess what you're going to do after that spike is seen. But I think you've got this 200-hour moving average, which has been arguably the basis of resistance and support, and now it's providing resistance, so that's at $1.3794. So we'll wait to see what this data does to this chart. The slight upside tick in front of the data, perhaps front running a reasonable number, but to be honest, it's not likely to be anything more than 0.6, maybe 0.7, but I suppose 0.7 would probably cause a bit of a jump in this chart, but 0.6 maybe not so much, and maybe slightly negative. So that we're waiting out for that data that could well significantly change the outlook on this chart. Anyway, I wish you good luck in your trading after European flash CPI at 10 o'clock GMT, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.